Good morning and welcome back, Tabletop Nerdcasters and MechWarriors. We are back for another Let's Play version of our continuation campaign in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I'm Mike, and I'm going to be, I guess if you want to call it, your host and your pilot and your MechWarrior today. So, last time we went through and continued to grind some rep and moved on to a new area and started trying to acquire some more of the I'd say the lower end of the mid-tier size mechs. But we're going to continue to jump right back into this campaign and keep rolling for the next hour. So I will give you a heads up. I do have my Husky up here in the studio with me today, and with any luck, he will continue to just kind of lay down there and relax for the next hour, and at least give me a good recording session. If not, you may see a dog snout stick up here and somewhere in the way, and we'll just see we'll deal with it when it happens, right? Okay. So, let's see, we have to jump back over into what we have to work with. As you guys have found out recently, the Javelin's becoming one of my favorite mechs as far as the light mechs when I'm running with a very particular lance that I've created, especially with reallocation of armor that I have. We were able to acquire a second Hunchback. So, all that said, we do have a couple of good, solid, medium mechs here that'll give us some tonnage to work with, because I can throw a Centurion in, a couple of Hunchbacks, and a Blackjack, and we are sitting in a position where we would be about 195 tons. So we kind of have some pretty versatile sections at the moment right now, and layouts to play with. But we're going to see what comes up during these missions to see where we need to go, what we need to do. So where we are at right now, I think we had gone over to one of the trade routes. Now, I believe we were still working through this level 4 area, but we have come up with 26 million. So I think where we are looking for now is a good solid level 5 area to play around with. And there looks to be quite a bit of missions that are playing throughout this particular area right here. There's some high reward quests that are sitting over here as well, just out and about. But I'm going to zoom out on the map here, and I'm going to show you. We got a couple of areas. I can even go up to this particular war zone that will give me an opportunity on the Davian and Kurita front line. That's not a bad place to go, because then you could start to build just some minor Kurita, if you want to call it rep, but that's okay with me. Right now I'm probably pretty unfriendly with them, considering most of the work that I've done down here is in Davion. I'm looking to grind out some money in mechs. So either or would work. It's not necessarily... It's more of a risk up here in the Kurita area. And the reason why is because I don't have the rep in order to be able to add for extra salvage. So I think we're early enough in the game that it does make sense that I should head up there and do some work up in that area. So I think what we will do is let's go ahead and just incur the cost. There is a high rewards quest that's sitting up in here. So let's go ahead and travel up there. It is rather expensive to make it there. But during that time, our Hunchback that was being repaired, our second Hunchback, should be up and running. So it'll give us another mech option as we play through the area. I'm not sure if the tonnage goes up or if we're still playing under that 160 tons cap. Right? So I do know that we are in a level 5 area, and that will make some of our missions a little bit more difficult. I'm glad we jumped into one with a black market. That's going to give us some stuff to check for, right? So, we are friendly with House Davion. We get the maximum amount of points that we can possibly get. Griffins are pretty common in this area. You were still looking at crabs being rare. Again, one of my favorite mechs at this point. I wish there was a way to sort on this, but we're going to see if we have Unidentified 45-ton mechs, okay. Very rare. Um, Panthers are pretty common too. Fire starters. Alright. So it looks like we still got, for the most part, mostly lighter mechs that we're going to have opportunities for. So that means our salvage never really has to exceed more than about 12 or 13, and you should be able to pick up a mech. The occasional medium one that comes in, that's going to be a little bit of difference. So we're going to run over into the market, and we're going to see exactly what they already have. So they do have a Griffin. Alright. Now, there are things that can be done, and this is a 6.2 million C-bill mech. I like Griffins, and I think that they're worth it, especially when you tweak and play with the armor. But this particular variant, where all I'm looking at is a PPC and LRM-10, he's a great long-range fire support, but I really don't think that he fits my playstyle or the playstyle that I'm really looking for at this point. So we're going to go ahead and hold off on grabbing that Griffin and take a look at the equipment that they currently have in the market. They do have some AC-10 burst fires. That's pretty nice. AC-20 burst fire. Okay. Again, I'm not seeing anything that has any real multi-tier layers here. You know, I want to go tier 2 or better if I'm going to be purchasing, unless I have to have it to outfit a mech. So, we're going to hold on to our money. There shouldn't be any pilots here, which is the case. And let's go ahead and roll in to see what kind of missions that we have. We can start doing these missions, or I think what I want to do is get a little bit more intel of the area. Okay? So if I'm not looking to do Davion, right? Excuse me here. If I'm not looking to increase my rep with Davion, then I need to actually fly across the border here and do some missions here. Crank out all these missions before I come back and try and do this high reward quest. So let's do that. And there's a good chance that some of these missions are still Davion because they're right here on the front line. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, again, guys, I'm trying to look at this strategically from a campaign perspective. I know we're still in pretty much a grind mode, but it would be very, very helpful to have at least 2 to 3 factions where you are considered a hero with them. That way, you know, you're getting the most rewards and the most you can out of every single location. So we are right here, and you see that front line Davion, front line Kurita. There's a couple of pending missions in this area, and I think we are probably going to have to do the Kurita once we get some little bit of rep with them. So it's a defense mission, and that's what we want to knock out. And as you can see, they're suspicious of me right now. So if I keep doing Davion missions against them, this is going to go down, and it'll hurt me in the long run. So I only have 4 points to work with at this moment. Now on a defense mission, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add, and I've got 175 tons here to work with, which means I'm going to be dealing with a little bit better mechs to come in on me. I think what I want to do, because these payouts are pretty low, I think I'm still going to go ahead and focus on salvage. I think that's where I'm going to get the most money. Alright, so we have our Blackjack, we have our Centurion, and we have our Fire Starter, and then we have our Javelin, the small guy. So I have an extra 15 tons to work with. So let's see what we have that we can possibly play around with. I believe that allows me to go ahead and bring my Hunchback. No, it does not. Not unless I back somebody else off. And I don't think that's the way that I want to go. So, we are going to have to look. Let's back out of here and see what we've got in total, right? We've got 45 tons to work with. Do I have any 45-ton mechs? And it's just my Blackjack, and he's currently being used. So now we're down to our 35s, which is our Fire Starter, and our Panther. I don't think the Panther works out well for me as much as the Javelin does. So I think we're going under tonnage here. Let's just do it. It is a defense. They should be going more after the buildings than us, at least until we engage them. So I'm alright with that.
We have received intel that enemy forces have entered our garrison perimeter. We are under contract to defend the facilities at Nav Alpha for all incoming hostiles.
Y'all are going to have to forgive me.
Like
It's nice and early here in the morning, so I'm just waking up trying to get back into this.
Our long-range scanners show you barely beat the opposition here. It won't be long till they come at us with all they have. You better set up.
Target
Now
acquired.
fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Hostile spotted at attack vector. All units engage.
And this is a smaller base, so damage that's done here to the base really affects the base. So we want to do as much as we can to fight outside of the base.
Salvage squad reporting heavy damage.
He's already been legged, so that should end him pretty quick.
Incoming missile.
Enemy mech down.
Kill confirmed.
My guys actually got him before I did, so congratulations to them. Let's see. Hopefully, while we are out here, we've got a little bit more cushion for what they're coming in on.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you see them, because they're not on... There we go. Now they're on my map.
Enemy forces are getting too close for comfort for my people. Chase them down and keep them away from us.
Yeah, not exactly, well, I'm nimble, but my guys aren't all that nimble, and I'm trying to keep them out of hurting the city here. See what we can do about legging some people out, getting some stuff done.
Tango eliminated.
That one's done. Alright.
Scrap that one.
Okay, so... I want to take this tank
The
out.
area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the
Yes, it
opportunity to cause
is.
any more
It is
harm.
taking a very big beating. I may not actually get my bonus this time.
Target acquired.
Come on, Locust. Come get me.
Target is done.
Step out so my guys don't walk through the city. Or shoot at it. Or complex, should I say. Alright, I'm being shot from somewhere. Ah. That Locust had some really weird
Scrap.
angles on him. Okay. We're gonna wait for our next
Hostiles
wave.
inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
We're moving in behind you, Commander.
I don't want them going through the city.
This location has suffered a beating. Try to get the attention of as many opponents as possible. We need to keep their attention on
Yep,
us.
there
and
we go.
not
There's
their
one of 'em.
objective.
Yeah.
There's another.
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
See if I can get Mr. Javelin down here. Looks like he's hurting a little bit. Oh, more than I am, that's for sure. Oh man, we are trashing this place. Well, we lost our secondary mission.
That makes
Okay.
a junk pile now.
Target acquired.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Heard the jump ship.
Target acquired.
We've got your target, Commander.
Let's get that Irby mech down, because he's going to have the autocannon coming in. Blow out some leg armor here. As you can see, the difficulty of these missions gets a little bit more and more as we go. I do have a helicopter that's just
Our
over here
contract
pegging.
payout is in jeopardy, Commander. We need to clear this location of hostiles, now.
It's the primary armor on all of those legs.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's get those legs gone and
Target.
done.
That kill was mine. Wilco, focusing fire.
There's another leg armor gone. And my dude runs right in front of me. That's awesome.
Target.
Enemy mech eliminated.
There we go. Alright, so we are down to 23% base health, which means that we have one more dude to kill, and he's in the base. That's lovely. Let's see if I can get to him and rip him up before my guys come stomping through here and knock down more. There we go.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Barely got one of our secondaries. Oh man, that is the worst I think I've done a defense mission. Like I said, these little bitty outposts, man, even the slightest amount of damage to them just takes huge percentages off. Okay. Ah, goodness. So, as I said, you know, we did get an opportunity for a couple of different mechs here. Obviously, not one of the bigger ones like the Shadowhawk here. But, nonetheless, we do have a couple of different spiders and another javelin. Let's see if we can find anything that has any tier 2 sitting on it, which we don't. We do have a medium laser. So I am going to go ahead and select that one medium laser, and other than that, we are going to take this more expensive spider, and we'll make that our salvage. And I leveled up. I got my lasers up a little bit. We got everybody doing a little bit of an increase here. That's pretty nice. So let's close this and jump on over into some repairs here. Now, the other mission that was here was a Davian mission, and that's not one that we wanted to do. So we are going to go ahead and move on and jump up here and continue to try and get some Karita rep. I mean, after all, we are sporting their design and paint job, right? It's kind of funny that Davian loves us and we're sporting a Karita paint job. Okay, so we do have a couple here. We got a demolition and a war zone. Let's go ahead And we are almost back to neutral with them, which means we'll no longer have that -1. Let's go ahead and do the demolition, but because it's a demolition, we're going to up our damage coverage. And then this time, not worried about the salvage as much. We're going to do 1 and 1, just enough to pick up in case there's some tier 2 equipment there. Now we are at 175 again. Our blackjack is still being worked on. Alright, so with that said, I want to check what mechs maybe they have here. Is there anything that... No. Again, it's just that one in. Okay. So I think we're okay. I think this is the way we're going to set up and get ready to roll. Let's confirm our lance. Just about done loading. See, so we've got autocannons and lasers, so he's pretty well working through his suite. We'll eventually have to get him over in a missile mech. We have all 3 here, which is pretty decent because he's still working his missile capability up, so we may have to eventually put Lieutenant Freeman over here on the Centurion. And we have machine guns and a lot of light lasers and flamers. I know that's not what's really best for him, but I think that still works out pretty decently. Actually, better yet, you would probably be better over on the... Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take you off the Centurion. Give it to you. Let's maximize what we can here, right? And then you, we are going to give the fire starter. That should help. That should help round out the skills a little bit better to what they need. Because you're not as heavily reliant on those mediums as you are once you get closer to that 10. Alright. I think that works for us. So I'm kind of hoping just to get in, get some stuff destroyed, and get out of here.
Our employer is looking to disrupt hostile forces by targeting their food supplies. This is all they have, so expect them to converge on you quickly once they see you as a threat. But remember that the primary objective is destroying the facility itself.
That means there's probably going to be a ton of tanks and a ton of flyers. There we go. And we're going to see some turrets coming pretty quick.
Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Let me move over here. Start cleaning up some of this garbage.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
That way it's not just picking on us as we go through. Yep.
Pow! One down.
I'm going to run through that one. I don't want that SRM carrier out there.
Target acquired.
Time for me to start doing some damage here.
Target acquired.
Not really big enough to do a lot of damage right there by running through that. But these little houses and these barracks, oh yeah, they'll just chew up damage to the place. Spread a couple lasers as you go.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
I got it.
We got some flyers coming in that we're going to have to take and clean up. rail down that guy. Get rid of some more turrets. Keep dancing.
Payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Yep. Make it a little bit harder for him to hit us.
Kill confirmed.
Clean up what you can when you get the opportunity.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
See that? It's gone critical. Target is done.
Let's run through a few more things here. Alright, so, doesn't want to let me through that wall. Okay, I'll deal with that. Sometimes you have to just kind of just do as much as you possibly can, right?
You did it, Commander.
Alright, there we go.
The whole place has been flattened. Now, let's get out of here before more trouble arrives. Head to the evac zone.
I'm good with that, because don't want to have to pay for a whole lot of damage repairs out here. So I'm just going to turn tail and run at this point. I think everybody should be heading my direction, not doing their own thing. Oh yeah, you know, and like I said, this javelin really does support my playstyle.
Let's go home.
If I could have something set up that's very similar to this, but it has some large lasers for some longer range, maybe some ER large lasers, which ironically is my crab, then oh yeah, that's just got me written all over it. Alright, so we are going to check and see if we have anything that is sitting in the Tier 2 status, which there is not. So, this is just about whatever high value we can get. Okay. I think we left some money on the table when we did as much as we did in damage control, but usually those destruction ones, you get swarmed pretty quick, so they really didn't swarm us. I mean, there was a lot of tanks and helicopters, but they went down pretty quick. Alright, so let's see what we have now as far as contracts, because again, we're just working corridas. We're back to neutral, which is good. Let's go ahead. This is a war zone. I'm going to give us 2 in damage coverage, 2 in scrap, and 1 in funds. And then we're going to wait for our mechs to be done. We are going to go ahead and ready up here in just a second. So, I think, based upon what I saw damage-wise, and I didn't really dissect the numbers a whole ton there, but I think what I saw, we were doing pretty good there. Let's take a quick look at our overall operations here. As you guys can see, you know, I got quite a bit invested, or I've got quite a bit of balance here, but got a pretty decent net worth for early in the game. You can see where I am with Davion. You can see where I am with you know, everyone else. A little bit higher on Steiner. That's nice. You know, we've got some people that we've ticked off, but for the most part, what we want to do is see what we can do about getting a lot of these factions bumped up to a good friendly status. This is our total cost of operations for just owning these mechs, so it's not bad. I don't think we're behind the curve in any way, shape, or form right now. So we should be loaded, ready to go, and let's jump back in. Yep, and launching into this show, this mission.
It looks like friendlies are already engaged with hostile forces. Their survival is not our priority, but there's always safety in numbers in a combat zone. We should do what we can to help them out. They will make earning a combat bonus all the easier the longer they stay in the fight.
Target destroyed.
Should have seen some missiles fly in by that point. Alright. Looks like we got a hunchback supporting us. That's good.
Target acquired.
Focus target has been updated.
Let's get him knocked down. You know, it's good to be up here on top of this ridge because you can see everything, but you can't quite hit everything that you want to hit. Get those legs going.
That kill was mine.
We are still missing one enemy out of the initial wave. Huh. It's probably a tank that got stuck somewhere that we can't see. Oh, nope, it's Mech.
Target acquired.
Boss wants us on that target.
It's a locust. There's some leg armor.
Commander, you've got the Ops Boys' attention. They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
Yep. And while that's going on, I hope that I can get these guys down.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Ah. That one's done. Get over here to where I can see him better.
Boom.
Get rid of that one.
Heads.
Let's continue to leg some guys out. Oh no, Mechs. No, no thank you. I don't want to take that AC to the face.
Kill that walker. Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander. Be careful.
Let's burn it down.
Let them get after that one. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this tank that's coming in. Wherever he is, there he is. Get rid of that thing.
Target.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target acquired.
Moving on Lance target.
That one's gone. Seeing a lot of locusts. That's interesting. Maybe as the contract goes on, it'll get a little bit more and more on some better tier enemies, but honestly, the locusts don't do much damage to me, so I'm okay with that.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
We've got a
We've got
spider
your target, Commander.
and a javelin. I think that's a javelin. No, it doesn't really look like a javelin. It's fire starter. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's another spider. Man, I am just off my kilter this morning. Just killing me. I just know it's, you know, red. It's got a bad guy in its symbol. Let's get after it and kill it. And Get away from that guy.
Target acquired.
Focusing on issue target.
It is another spider. Okay. I just saw the flamer and instantaneously was like, oh, it's got to be a fire starter, right? That thing's not beefy enough to be a fire starter. I should know better than that.
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Freeman's taking a little damage in that Centurion. I'm not too happy
Target
about that.
acquired.
Engaging commander's target.
Run back over here. Do my cleanup, which is the tank. Get rid of that SRM carrier. Come back in. Get rid of the helicopter. Do a little damage to that locust, maybe get his attention off my guys.
Target.
Enemy mech down.
Target acquired.
Commander's target. Now.
And that should be the end of him pretty damn quick. There goes the leg. And Mr. Locust should go down here.
Target.
Mission complete, Commander. Every kill from here out is bonus pay. Stick around as long as you like, but don't get too overconfident. Enemy forces still have a sizable hold of this area. Fall back to the mark nav point when you're ready for evac.
We're going to go ahead and evac because, again, I didn't negotiate for a ton of salvage here. So, target of opportunity. En route. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and evac. Don't want to have super high repair bills. Probably still not even going to come in close to what I got on the negotiated negotiated insurance for repairs, but it's okay. Rather get out a little bit early and not have to worry about replacing weapons, things like that. Get some good reputation. Now, if they were allowing me to get some reputation grind, that might be a little bit different. Okay, so we did have an opportunity for a mech. Wow, okay. Are there any tier 2 items that we have to take? No siree. Freeman did some pretty good damage, even though he took the most out of the boxing. He did some pretty good damage. Obviously McCain is not used to being in... you know what it is? I think it's the flamers on the fire starter. It's great for overheating people. It's not going to do as much damage. We may have to look about replacing that particular mech and getting him into something a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more. Alright, so we have a spider and a locust to sell. Next time we're at a good, you know, sales hub, a merchant hub, whatever you want to call it. Let's get everybody repaired up there. I believe this was only a Davion contract. Alright, so is it a defense? Yeah, it would be a good one to go on, but again, we're specifically trying to get our rep up here a little bit with Kurita. So we're going to do those, and then we'll check in on what this high reward quest is. Now, my target goal before I leave this area is I do want to have my rep up to 7, my overall rep up to 7, and I do want my my C bills to be somewhere in the high 30s. Good, so we got a couple of them. Ooh, an assassination one. Usually those are a lot of fun. May have to run that one anyway. But, alright, so we've got a war zone and we've got a raid. Let's go ahead and knock out our war zone. Go ahead and leave that as it is. This is a 16 in difficulty, so probably not going to see too much crazy there. Let's go ahead and bump up our salvage as much as possible. You know what? I also should have checked the market to see what they have. They do have a Phoenix Hawk. Ooh, do I want to pay the almost $5 million to get the Phoenix Hawk? That is so tempting. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, there's things that can really be done to make a Phoenix Hawk just be absolutely brutal. He has a large laser. He has 2 mediums. You can always drop both machine guns and the ammo for it and put in a single AC2, give him some more, like a burst fire, but I don't think so. It's tempting. No, okay, we're good. We're loaded. We're going to go ahead and run on in here.
We have friendlies under assault from hostile forces. Link up with them and hold off the enemy advance as long as possible. Be sure not to
I already saw the
overextend
dropship
yourself,
coming in.
Commander. Eventually, you will need to fall back to the evac point.
That's one thing I do like about this game as well, is you get to see those dropships come in and out, and it's really a kind of an awesome look.
Target acquired.
Launch targets engaged.
That's one. That's 2. 3. They're working on him. Thought there was somebody else, but may be wrong. Okay. Yeah, there is. I'm gonna run right past and go take care of Mr. Tank here. Whatever you are. Where I can see you. And our help has already lost his arms. Okay. Looks like he's got SRMs though, so that's a pretty decent punch if somebody does get up on him.
Mechwarriors. Allied command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
Yeah!
Target acquired.
Engaging commander's target.
We've got your target, Commander.
Alright, I will take care of the last incoming helicopter. I think that's the last one. Which means now it's just about tearing up Mr. Locust here. Leg him out, slow him down. Pretty much shoot him anywhere and you're okay.
Additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
Oh no, you didn't die? Really? That wasted that because I wanted to be able to shoot my inbound helicopters. Okay. Let's get you down. Should recycle and boom, you're gone. Now we can take care of that Irby.
Target.
Enemy reinforcements spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Target acquired.
Moving on Launch target.
Spider. Oh, long-range missiles. Get the heck out of the way. Okay. You, my friend, have just become one of my primary targets. Although I do see a couple of mechs coming in. So what I don't want is you peppering everybody.
Tank destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's get that thing.
So there's a fire starter for you. Okay. Already lost a couple of flamers. Legs are pretty much done. I'll take the heat. I don't care. It's not damaging me too much.
Recon has spotted additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
That locust come in. Let me go ahead and take this guy down. Although he might be focusing on me. That's fine. I just still want the tank on first.
Target.
That mech is scrap.
Target acquired.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Just scrape some lasers across his legs. Let him engage. And then work on him. Pick him apart.
Target.
Mission complete, Commander. Every kill from here out is bonus pay. Stick around as long as you like, but don't get too overconfident. Enemy forces still have a sizable hold of this area. Fall back to the mark nav point when you're ready for evac.
Yeah, I think I've kind of learned that my strategy on these is going to be that until I have a really good high salvage count on a Warzone mission, that it's just get in, get done, and get out. Because if you do, and if you do have a high salvage count, then you've got some real good opportunity to collect mechs on these by sticking around, and then it's worth the repairs.
Time to
But
get
right
out of
now,
here.
I think we have enough time to be able to run maybe one more mission. We did just pick up another fire starter, which is really nice. Let's see. AC-10 burst fire, but that's 4 shares. Wow. Okay, anything got multi-tier? No, it is not. So, you pick up the next 3 most expensive. And as you can see, Freeman took the most damage there, but he also dealt the most... Oh, he didn't. He wasn't the winner today. Machado was the winner today out of the Centurion. Nice. Okay. Alright, Freeman. Your Employee of the Month status is in jeopardy there. Better step it up, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. Something got damaged on him on the blackjack. Oh, I'm not... Wait. Okay, Freeman. Oh, you must have got shot in the back or something where that armor's a little bit weaker. Let's go ahead and give you another heat sink. Then we'll repair all. Blackjack a few days, and let's go ahead and run our last Kurita mission. Again, we're just pinging just north of neutral here, so we should start seeing some additional negotiation points pretty quick. What kind of type is this? Is going to be a raid, right? Yeah, so this is a raid. Let's go ahead and give ourselves 1 damage coverage and put the rest over there. hopefully this will be one of those where we kind of get in and get done and get out real quick. I mean, as you can see, this Lance is still pretty capable, even though I'm 15 tons under the deployment limit. I guess it's because, you know, it's like I'm staying in my lane. I'm not trying to box out a bunch of mechs. What I've got set up is a good little support cleanup mech, and if I can take down all those, you know, stupid little annoying things that just kind of ping at your armor, then we're in a good position. And let my boxers do the boxing. Got a feeling later in game, though, something like that technique's gonna come back and haunt me a little bit. Because that means I'm gonna have some guys that are gonna be losing equipment and other things going on in some of these fights.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but what's interesting is when you're in the HUD right here on an ice planet, if you look up at the edges here, your screen actually is kind of iced over. I didn't really pay attention to that all that much. That's kind of interesting. Huh, alright, well, let's get on over here. And we're going to knock down our first one. I think this mission's going to be a little bit longer than what we'd originally anticipated, but okay, we're going to try and get through this pretty quick. I know there's some time and some edits that we're going to have to pull back out of here from some stuff that happened early in the session, but it'll be alright. Wasted that one.
I got it.
Good work, Commander. That's one less target.
Oh, we got some mechs coming.
Got another one.
Clear out the rest of this stuff.
Scrap that one.
And I know we're going to have some inbounds. I think you can handle him.
Target acquired.
Focus target received, Commander.
It's a death trap Jenner. So they'll handle that. I'm gonna clean up this. Got another one of those coming in.
Destroyed.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
That thing's down. Nobody took any real major damage at this point. Machado's got a little bit on him.
Yeah.
But nothing we can't handle. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with swarms this entire time.
Boom! Dead.
Okay, I'm alright with that. Keep it interesting. Oh. No, 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 Mr. Manicore, you're done. Come on. Need you to die.
Kill confirmed.
Man, we just got tanks coming from everywhere, don't we? Alright.
Tango smoked.
See what our map says. So we're going to take the long way around.
Positioning on you, Commander.
Still not happy that that Centurion took what it took. I wonder if it took a couple of SRM blasts to the chest from that Jenner. very possible. Thank you for letting me know there's a way to cross the gorge right here by putting weapons in the way. See what we have to deal with along the way. If there's any, you know, little bitty pop-up turrets that are going to get annoying. I'll go ahead and stop and wait a second here. Give my guys a chance to catch up because, again, I'm just booking. Phew! Excuse me. Sorry. First one to type "bless you" in the comments and not gets it pinned.
This place just brings me down.
Alright, this one might be a little interesting. There's 2 locations, so I don't know what all they've got sitting at the 2 locations. Might have some swarming, might not, who knows. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some turrets come up. Let's get rid of the SRM turret.
Heads.
Target destroyed.
Taking a few hits, it's interesting enough, but alright.
Objective down.
Got another one.
Alright, so I think we've pretty much handled this particular area. Let's move on if we can.
Yeah.
I just saw you out of my peripheral. I don't want to need him chasing me around. Now we're going to make our way back through this area and head over to the next one. Where are the turrets that are going to shoot at me in here? You know, other than occasionally taking out a flyer, a lot of these turrets, in my opinion, are damn near useless. The SRM turrets, when they pop up, they get a good lick in or two before they go down. They can hurt you. Anybody else just see that SRM carrier like roll over and roll down the hill? It's funny. Worst spawn job ever.
I got it.
We'll kick both of you. And you. I'll take the damage. I don't care. That one's down.
Target neutralized. Scratch that target off the list. All objectives destroyed. We are inbound on marked evac point.
Alright, well let's roll this up and be done, because I did take some damage here.
Target is done.
Started playing a little bit more like a boxing match here.
Target acquired.
A couple of flyers, get a little bit of extra opportunity
Got
there.
another one.
Clean those up. What do we got? Alright. Looks like it's cool. We're going to go ahead and wrap this.
Mission complete, Commander.
Alright.
Let's go home.
So I think that is going to wrap up this particular session, and as you see it, we just ranked up to rank number 7, so we have one of our goals done and knocked out of the way. Let's see what kind of scrap that we're going to get and salvage that we're going to get out of this mission. We've got some rank 2 items, which is perfectly fine with me. That's what we want to start seeing, is building up our stores of those guys. SRM2s. Now, I am not a fan of putting SRM2s on mechs. I would rather use an SRM4. Even though those are tier 2, we are not going to take those. We are going to default the rest to high dollar salvage. And we did not take a ton of damage. We did actually get all of our funds from damage coverage there. So, Freeman, you're back on the Employee of the Month Club. Good job. Alright, let's see. So we're going to go ahead and close out there. And here is where I'm going to tell you guys, thanks for watching. Stick around, we got more videos coming out. Keep on adventuring.